matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent, establish the run game early on offense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He's going up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
From the gun, the ground game. Hey, knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Goes to the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
With the catch, it's Branch. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that thing out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. 5 It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Punts it out of the air. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a...
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the tight end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Vols are rolling down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And they swarm him under.
He's down at the 31. Brings up second down.
And the Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
To the air on second down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 10 over Western Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Bell. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
So now it's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on third and long.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Red pass, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 35. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Smells it, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half. But this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm. They're really in focus. And they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Throws to the back. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. And he's wrestled to the ground. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
He'll ride his man on the option. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Off the play fake. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory,
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. He's got the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He caught it! And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Where he's just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown ball. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making the plays.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bell. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. Oh, they knock it free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. on 3rd and long. Doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Makes the catch. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown Volunteers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Thomas. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They'll line up to go for 2. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David.
Found the seam on the left. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the pummeling has started.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive will come from their own 17. Off play action on first down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, looking to pass. He tries to take the top off. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bringing the heat. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To throw, it's Aguilar. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, ball! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
To the air, it's Stockton. He's not afraid to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The sure hands, it's Matthews. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He wants it all. And that one's way too far for everybody.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Vols are on the move. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the... Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Stockton. Under fire. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
58, Georgia, 23.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. The option look. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Brings it down on the right side. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance. Put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal.
It's a running room. He's at the top. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Good, solid tackle. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Tight end finds a soft spot. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
He'll set up to throw. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.